been a little bit. I don't even remember the last video I did, but I have these videos coming up for you. Today we are focusing on the Disney Princess Challenge. We are back with Aurora. She's chilling in the um, barn with Philip's white horse. That we have. I don't remember what we named this cute little bud, but we're with him. He's very majestic, very beautiful, very mysterious, and I don't know about you, but I feel like I have raised maybe two horses since the horse pack has came out, and they kind of get a little bit neglected, unfortunately. So with that, Aurora came inside and is taking a cute little bath in our new bathroom. If you don't remember last episode, we did some major updates to this house. So we're gonna do that. And then I remembered that Philip is a spellcaster. So we got him leveled up in some of his skills. And then Aurora is gonna do some crystal making, some jewelry making, and if you don't remember last episode, we got pregnant with our twins that are gonna be the next gen, Anna and Elsa. So Aurora is gonna head upstairs to work on her gems to make a little money for this household. And while we do that, Philip is gonna work on his spell casting. Cause why not? I thought it was fitting to make him a spellcaster, and that would make sense for Anna and Elsa. Anna not being a spellcaster, and Elsa is, and maybe that is why they need to be separated because um Elsa has powers and Anna does not. But you know the movie, you know what movie we're going off of, and we will get more into that very, very soon. But for right now, with their lack of responsibility, no kids and newlyweds, they have a lot of time on their hands right now. So with that, they're just gonna do their own things. And look at this view from right outside their little balcony. I just love it. The view in this world, this is the spellcaster world at this point. I love their house, and I love that this was a in-game house that I basically just added layers onto like all by myself. Which, if you guys don't know, I'm not too much of a builder. So with that, um, it just makes me excited when I just do something different. But with that, I never played with a spellcaster before. And I was just looking through the book, seeing what spells we can learn, seeing how our wizardness is determined, our sorcererness. It's determined very um differently on the scales, the spells we decide to use. So I think I don't want to become an evil sorcerer. I know that I haven't been making videos that long, but I'm a very, very goody two shoes player. And with that, Philip and Aurora have been up for the majority of the night, just um working on their hobbies. They have a very unique and very individual schedule. They don't answer for anyone. They also don't have any jobs, but the last episode I did sign Philip up to be part of the Grim Reaper uh, um career. That sounded very Disney princess like, but with that, they're finally going to bed. Philip's headed to bed, and we're gonna have Aurora use the bathroom a little bit. and then we're gonna have her go to bed as well. This is what she created. We're gonna sell that so we can have funds for our house to pay the bills and such. So we're gonna get that sold. If you don't remember, I am also working on the aspiration for this Crystal Creations kit pack. So Aurora is working on that. Is that Emily running down below? It looked like Emily. No, that's just a random Tommy. I thought it was Emily because I thought I saw the bonnet in her hair. But also, I think Emily might be dead. If you don't remember, Emily is
Susu.
Tiana's oldest
Uh-huh.
sister. Um, and we haven't seen her family
Huh.
in a while. When we kind of moved out and got engaged to Philip, we kind of ran away a little bit. But with that, we're gonna go to bed. It's been a long night. And they're gonna cuddle. How cute is that? They're very cute, very romantic, very in love, but we're just gonna leave them to get little sleeps in the midday. They both woke up hungry, so Philip made them a little breakfast and
Watanabe.
everything else.
Oh.
And speaking of family, Naveen's calling. We probably should answer that. And then Philip has to do some new skills for his grave digging career, so I decided to put him on a run. And how coded, Sleeping Beauty coded is this? She just put herself to sleep like that in her PJs in the middle of the day. She just decided to nap and not take a full on sleep. I think this twin pregnancy is hitting her very hard, but Philip likes to be active. Sure, you can do that now. You don't have a major story arc to follow, so boy,
Hey,
you do
Kubu
you.
Nasim.
So I wanted him to also ride his horse because, like I said, I don't even remember this horse's name, and he just has various, um, we forget about him. He's the forgotten family member, and with that, I also think with one of the past in-game updates, riding a horse increases fitness as well, but I think the horse kind of glitched out and he's like stuck in his barn for right now. So, anyway, Philip is really tired. He can't go horseback riding right now, so we're just gonna go to bed. And with that, it's the next morning and we're gonna do cute little family
Osi
times. I
Jabine.
haven't done many
Growl.
interactions
The name?
yet, but
Melpunka.
um,
No.
I'm gonna do a couple
Slap.
interactions with them because I also kind of forget to interact with my spouses in game. Um, and I noticed with the Love
Adabaglafi.
Struck pack,
Shunkin
their
Blossom.
romance does go
Gucci
down
Peachy.
a lot
Go
faster
Watch.
with this
Uh-huh.
pack. So they do feel a little neglected and just they need their date nights, which every couple in real life should. You can't neglect your partner in real life, and I have to remember that. But we are cleaning up the dishes. How cute is this bathroom? I'm obsessed with this bathroom. It's just
What's the
adorable. It's
boo?
honestly a little bit better than upstairs because we have a shower upstairs and a tub downstairs for the girls when they're infants and toddlers, but they are going to be born today,
Uh-huh.
but we still have a little while, so it's going to be a really chill day. um Aurora's just chilling, relaxing on the couch, maybe gonna watch some TV. Honestly, they're not supposed to have a TV because there's like no TVs in this era, but let's just ignore that. Tiana had a TV and old-timey computer, but let's just pretend the years have increased. So with that, we're gonna go back to our hobbies since we have nothing else to do and it's a pretty chill day, but we got a couple bracelets in here. Um, we're wearing our bracelet and a ring, which is our engagement ring. So we're gonna sell the rest, kind of like when she made them when she was first starting out, just to get her skill up. She's had them for a while now, and she can make better, cuter stuff. So we're gonna sell those and get just money for it, because we're not necessarily like rich in this game. Like, our Tiana was rich, her Aurora's mom, because she was the Gordon Ramsay, okay? She was freaking Gordon Ramsay. And that's why we were so well off on money. And because Aurora was an only child, we did not know what to do with that money, and we lived on a very small lot. But because I want this to be a challenge per se, um, I didn't take any of their money. And you can see their house is not fully updated. The downstairs bedroom is still empty. The downstairs living room is exactly how it looked in the base game house, so I want to make it a little better at some point. But of course, he just decided to drop his trash in the middle of the floor because, why not? Why would we want to keep this house clean? But Aurora's having allergies from her flower making arrangement hobby, but it is very cute. Look at that bamboo little setup, and you saw Philip running, doing his exercise in the background. Um, and speaking of Emily, Emily is not dead. She is calling us, and what a surprise! Should we answer? Her and Emily are kind of best friends, so yeah, we will answer our auntie's phone call. Because if you remember from the Aurora challenge, she had to have only three really good best friends, and it was mostly her aunt, her mom, and her dad. She didn't really have anyone else, and because she lived a very introverted, close knit, like family life, and she didn't have a lot of friends. So now we're just talking to her auntie. I am kind of debating if I want to keep this or sell this, because it is really, 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 really cute, but we do need the money, and I feel like we can make other cute stuff and things like that. But with that, we are done talking to her aunt. She put it away, so maybe I'm gonna put it in our house. Maybe not, but maybe we can work on just any crystal thing, just anything. Do we want to do? I want to try something random, even though that's kind of a big chunk of money, but I wanted to check and see if um where her skills are at, and I wanted to complete one of her aspiration goals, because there is a little issue right now of not finding any medals on the floor, so I was just gonna cheat that little one. And wink wink wink, related to the berry challenge, it's not the only aspiration I cheated, so call me a liar if you want, but if you were here a couple episodes ago, you saw there were no medals anywhere, and I'm excited for you to see the new episode of Not So Berry. I miss playing Not So Berry. I'm honestly more attached to the Not So Berry most of the time than the actual um Disney Princess Challenge. And with that, Aurora is in labor. So we went to the hospital, and I'm gonna save the game because I didn't put our special little Panda Sama birthing hospital in here yet. So I'll show you where I get it. It's in the gallery, of course, and I have it saved here, just search Panda Sama. Make sure your um, custom content is on, because the Panda Sama Giving Birth mod is a mod and it won't pop up if you don't have the switch turned on. And sometimes I forget that way too often. Like, for example, I add all my characters to the gallery in Titan 951 with the one all spelled out. That is me. And that is because before I started doing YouTube videos, I've been playing Sims 4 since 2015 or 14 on my dad's account, because I was too lazy to make one at the time. But here is the one that I use. You just have to take off the elevators on the roof and the one inside the hospital and add stairs, and it'll be fully functional and ready to play. I had to learn that because in my berry challenge, when I first set down this hospital, it was giving me issues and they were getting stuck on the roof because of using the elevator. But we got it all set up now. This is our room. This is the birthing room. We're gonna have a C-section because Aurora did go into early preterm labor. So we need to have her get an epidural so it can kick in and she can get a C-section. And then as I'm realizing as I'm recording this, I did not have Philip be the accompanying Aurora to the hospital, unfortunately. So he's just gonna be standing there, all awkwardly while she has the babies. But whatever, we can have like cutesy little things, and I'm having him at least stay in this rocking chair, so it gives him something to do for a little bit, so he's just not walking around the hospital while she's uncomfortable having contractions. So there's a couple of things I want to do. I think you can like support your partner or something. So like let's do that. Or she's still getting Pitocin. Let's see what, oh, she has to sit on top. Okay. I don't remember that. I remember when I did this with Willow way back in the like 10-20 episodes ago when Willow had Phoenix and Alana. I feel like she didn't need to get up, but whatever. It's still a cute animation, and we are gonna like finish it up and get the next gen on the way. But that was still cute as is. We gotta make sure we give her her epidural and stuff. She's already like hungry and uh she needs a shower, but at least she's not tired. At least all her needs are pretty good. She just needs food and stuff like that. But they're getting angry because they can't reach whatever they're trying to reach. But I'll give you a full rundown of this hospital. I did change some stuff off camera. Like, for example, made this room a little bigger. And I put the birthing pool in this room as well, just because it kind of looks like another birthing room if you want to use the pool, because tile floors, makes sense in my head, so, I feel like it works. With that, we're gonna head to the pool for a little bit, just for some bonding time and probably help her give some relief. I also hate this, how they feel the need to get in the pool and then they're in their gown and then stand up and put their bathing suit on, and then their partner gets in. Like, can you just change into your bathing suit and then get in the pool? You don't have to like constantly be getting up like that, but whatever. Her water broke. She's very uncomfortable after that. She's a little squeamish, and we need to get her epidural working. Whoops, I'm gonna cheat the food thing so she doesn't die, because in real life you can't eat food anyway while you're in labor for the most part. From what I know nothing, so don't quote me on that. It's like what I heard from TV shows. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. Once again, I have no kids, I know nothing. So yeah, we're gonna have her check dilation, do the epidural, and all that fun stuff. And I think I selected the wrong person. Oops, I think I told Philip to do that. Okay, no, I didn't. His actions are empty. But he is doing much better than Aurora is. He can't be happier than to be here. And her water broke in. She's just standing in the middle of nowhere. But if you don't remember, I believe this is one of the seven dwarves from First Gen. I believe it's one of their nieces or daughters or whatever. But we're gonna have her go back on the bed for a while, and then hopefully our doctor comes wherever she might be. They're always somewhere in this hospital, but let's go and try to find them. She's still so cute in her bathing suit, by the way. Like, it makes sense that she's just wearing whatever she wants in the hospital so she can be comfortable. We're gonna have her use the bathroom. I think I'm gonna add a shower in here as well, just so whoever comes down here can shower. I put the ultrasound machine in this small room because I don't think you need a bigger room for it anyway. Just to make sure that all three Sims can use it, like the pregnant Sim, the partner, and the doctor. That's what's most important. But I'm gonna add a shower in this corner because everyone is always stinky when they're in labor. And I don't know why it's not placing because like there's nothing on the wall, I don't think. And I love how it's so focused on the wall in the other room in front of my face. But I need to place it on the bathroom wall. I don't even know if. Nope, that's not the bathroom wall. This is the ultrasound room. We need it in the bathroom. But anyway, let's put it. I don't know why it's having issues. It's really making me frustrated. Let's try to put it. Like, what's the issue? Does it, like, not fit? This is, like, the smallest shower we have in game, by the way. I don't know. Like, there's not even closed doors. It's just a nozzle and a drain. I just need to stick it somewhere. Maybe if we... Hold on. I'm going to... If it's right there, maybe just place it right there on the opposite side, which is the weird because I never turn bathrooms the other way, so like it just feels wrong, like an open dollhouse kind of thing. Like everything is supposed to be only one way, but whatever. At least the shower got placed. Let's see if we can have her take a shower. Maybe it'll move her labor along, make her a little happier, make her uncomfortableness go down. Yeah, it is helping. Okay, she's still like 1 centimeter, which is accurate because, like I said, this is a birth emergency. She didn't go to labor on her own. So, with that, I just want that epidural to be done. Let's check it. Can you, like, I know sometimes the epidural can fail in the game and in real life, but like I said, I know nothing. But, maybe that's the thing. Maybe we need to go again. And right now, I'm really just leaving Aurora in distraught, a full-on mess as I try to organize my game. What else is new here? I
Easy.
always just have random issues. So we're finally gonna go to the operating room. Um, I believe the epidural is finally in. It took forever. They were having issues, so let's all walk to the operating room. I really doubt that Philip is gonna stay, but whatever. Let's see. It turned into a regular birthing bed, and oh, nice. And then the C-section one. So, yeah, I can't get him to sit here, which means I forgot to ask him to accompany us in birth, which I always forget to do, by the way. But whatever. Let's just move on and have these babies. But I'm like apparently really determined, even though it's already too late. She can't even get off this table if she wanted to. And now Philip is starving, so we need to get the show on the road. But I'm really trying so hard to get him to do this correctly,
Linktr.
but it's not gonna
Dinner
work. So
pop.
I'm just gonna have him
FMCD
walk over
Kinniku.
here as
Galba
we
Lati.
start. Okay. I wish I can take the blur off without it being Wicked Whims, because like nothing even graphic really happens in this. In the Giving Birth mod, at least in my opinion. But I mean, granted, I watched like all the Teen Moms when in 16 and Pregnant when I was like 11, and maybe I shouldn't have been doing that. But with that being said, we're just gonna have our twins. I don't remember taking this on. So we got our first girl. This is gonna be. Hopefully, I did it the right way. I don't know. I hope I put Elsa first. I believe I put Elsa first. And then, let's see. This one's Anna, another twin girl. And keep in mind, like I always say, I record these in advance. So I do these screen captures and then I do the voiceovers after. And when the twins came out, I was genuinely shocked, and I think it's because I cheated them with MC Command Center. That's why they look like that.
Merkle Zira?
But with that being said, we have to find our other one. I think our other, oh yeah, someone's in the incubator. Like I said, I went home and didn't check who was who, just because I was mad that they were the same color, even though they are um twins. I wish they were the proper color of their parents. Not that it bugs me that much, but like I just hate when the game's broken. But good thing is that right after this video, I play the Not So Berry Challenge, and I almost said Phoenix. Alana has her first kid with her baby daddy, and their baby is just fine and actually very cute. So I think it is because I cheated
Oh,
them that they turned out this way. And with them, I
yes,
want to keep
more.
playing with them for one since day so they can age up and we
Idigo.
can see what
Idigo.
they're starting to look like. But off camera, I did update the upstairs nursery. They are gonna get split up. The sisters are at some point, but like as a child, because in toddler and babyhood they played all the time, and then when there was an accident, they stopped playing. So I wanted to get Philip involved with the babies, but he's like tired and doesn't want to do anything. So maybe we can get him to interact with the babies a little bit. Aurora is also tired. They're giving very, very new parent
Oh,
energy
new boo.
is, oh my god, am I gonna have Philip age up the babies?
Ah,
I better
trouble.
not. I really thought it was, okay, it's like later in the day. Good. It's not their birthday yet. I literally thought Philip was gonna age up the babies, and I don't remember giving him permission to do that. But with that, Aurora is leveling up her parenting skill and making sure they're all cute and their needs are met and all those fun things. And they have a princess castle bought by their aunties, by them, because we're all in the princess group chat and having two girls. And anyway, as I said before, them being having this glitch because I used the MC command center to cheat the pregnancy. It is not a glitch because of a mod, because in my other save, in my not so very saved, one of the
Okay, new
other
boo.
families had a
Ah.
baby and he's perfect. He, spoiler alert, is perfectly fine. But with that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you click like and subscribe and all the wonderful things. And I will see you guys next time. Enjoy me editing Infant, Elsa, and Anna.